Yeah, welcome to vlog number 20. Welcome to the Herb and Peach channel. My name is Herbie. This is vlog number 20. We're gonna be recapping what's been happening this past week here in the US, but also take care of the next part of the Philippine trip, my 2-week trip with the fam in Philippines. We just talked about Olongapo, and so after that, where we went, which is where we're going to be talking about this video right here. You guys know, as soon as this thing gets in front of my face, it's like I can't think it. Yeah, that's me. Believe it or not. They're like, why don't you work in food industry anymore? I wonder. So anyway, because my body's doing that, I'll be quick about this. We were on the way up to Tagaytay, and then halfway up there, I'm like asleep, and then I wake up, it's all dark. A few minutes later, my mom's like, where's my bag? And then she starts freaking out. We're like, oh my gosh, dude, we're freaking out for like a good 10 minutes. I'm just like, dude, just pull over, Uncle June. Let's find this bag. Just like, sure enough, when I was at the radio station, my ma took my sister to like one of the SMs, where my sister was doing some more crane game stuff. And she like freaks out. We find the bag, of course, and it turns out that she had left it in the front seat where I was because she threw it there when she was like dropping my sister off and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I told you. I was like, have some faith in yourself. You know, you're not gonna lose something that important, you know, especially you've been on so many trips. It's like, trust yourself that you do prioritize it. So of course you would prioritize it as far as just like your day-to-day habits and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, we get to Tagaytay. We try to find somewhere to eat. My dad couldn't get to the place that he wanted to eat at, so we end up going to this place that smelled like a bathroom. It was like nobody wanted us there. It's like all these people, it was like 9 o'clock or something, and like no one wanted our business. They were just like, oh, you guys want to eat here? Like this passive aggressive, like, oh, okay, we're gonna give you really crappy service and it's gonna smell like a bathroom in here. And, you know, we're gonna be like really lackadaisical about the way that we treat you guys. It's like low-key trying to tell you that like, you aren't welcome to eat here this late. I'm just like, dude, if you don't want us, just freaking tell us. Don't freaking like lie about it. That's like one thing that's just super annoying is like, a lot of places in Philippines, like, they just think that like white lies or like little lies are better than just straight up saying no. But it's just like the opposite. Just say no. That's something that like a lot of the world hasn't gotten used to yet, so it's not a problem that's specifically unique to the Philippines, but it's just like, just say no. It's better than doing like this like half-ass like lie and like gonna give you crappy service the entire, just say no. It's a lot less toxic if people are just honest about it. Just say no. But that culture hasn't really reached the rest of the world yet of just like brutal honesty and how that's actually kinder than like small lying your way into like resentfully doing stuff for people. Anyway, we finally get some food. The place smells like a friggin' bathroom, but the food was not great either. Service was pretty bad, but that's how it is at some places. That was also on our part because we were just eating super late. We were just like, we should have gone to Jollibee's, dude. So we go to Jollibee's. We're in Tagaytay. It's like in the sky. It's like in the mountains, and it's really cold there, especially for Philippines. But it's like a metropolitan area, so it's kind of cool. We find a Jollibee, we go there. It's like, we should have gone here in the first place. We get the Jollibee. Even the Jollibee was like super weird. They were just like we order at the Jollibee, we drive past the first window, and we're like, okay, like there's no one there to take our money. So then we get to the second window, and they're like, oh, well, we don't have a register here. We're like, okay, and they were like, yeah, can you back up to the other window? We're like, what? The other window didn't stop us? Like, there was a guy there, he didn't like stop us, wave us down, like, hey, pay here. It's like, dude, oh my god, like, we always talk about it. There's a lot of things to love about the Philippines. There's also a lot of things that are just like totally annoying about the Philippines. Just like the lack of training, just like across the board. And I can back this up, and if anyone could even disagree with me. Anyway, we get our Jollibee, we go back to the hotel room. Dude, there's so many freaking fruit fruit stops on the way back. They're all just like lined up. They're like, all right, we want some mangosteens. We stopped by one of the fruit carts, and we're like, okay, there's like no one here. Mind you, this is like midnight, so we're like, dude, we're like, of course. No, I finally. Ah, ah, man. Oh, okay. It's still a go. Okay, there's all these food stops lined up. And we get to one, we're like, okay, it's like midnight, but there's no one here at these stands. Why are these stands open then? Like, if there's no one here, seriously, it's just a deserted like aisle of like 20, 30 like fruit stands. I kid you not. And they have assorted amount of fruits, but they're all kind of the same stands, you know? We're just like, dude, we're just like, again with the idea that the appearance of wanting to do good, even though you're gonna fall short. Again with the idea that the appearance of trying to do good is like good enough or better than like just flat out denying, just like closed. It's not true. It's a freaking lie. It's not better to just like lie. It's not better. It's not better to do like a half-assed like performative, oh, we're gonna serve you, and then like not hold your end of the bargain. In other words, Philippines is just like littered with this, like in all sorts of ways, like where they want to like look like they're ready, or they want to look like they're gonna serve you, but they're not ready to serve you, and like if you do, then they're gonna serve you begrudgingly. They just wanted like the appearance of like being ready or being like able to serve you. It's like, dude, no, just close. Just say no. Just say we're out of this. Don't give us a menu if there's no food there. Like, don't give us a menu if you don't have 90% of the food that's on there. Like, you'll go there and you'll be like, hey, can I get this? Oh, we're out, sir. This, out, sir. This, out, sir. This, out, sir. Don't give me a menu then. Just say you're closed. Like, you guys think that it's better to like performatively like appear as though like you're gonna offer all this stuff, and then when it comes time to it, you can't offer it. No, it's not better, because that's like, then it just feels like you lied, and that is a billion times worse than just admitting and being honest about coming up short. Anyway, so we're just like ranting about this on the way, because, you know, anyway, we get to the fruit stands. That's my rant for this for this vlog. We get to the fruit stands and we're like, hello. I'm holding up mangosteens. I'm like, hello. I'm like, hello. And then this dude comes out like a zombie out from like, he's like underneath the floorboards or something, from underneath one of the fruit stands. He like comes up and he's like got messed up hair. And he's like comes out with a blanket. And he's like, oh, sorry, sir. It's just so cold outside. I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is cold, but you are freaking sleeping, dog. It's okay. Like, it's 12 a.m. You shouldn't even be working here. Like, why are these stands open? Who the hell expects a fruit stand to be open at 12 a.m.? And if they do, that's not your fault. That's their fault for expecting a fruit stand to be open at 12 a.m. So anyway, so I'm thankful that he's there, but I'm just like, dude, honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if you guys just closed up shop. Don't make us think that you're open and like you're not ready to work, dude. So anyway, he's like rubbing his eyes like, oh, it's cold. I was like, okay, whatever, dude, don't lie. Just stop lying, Philippines. And then, so we get our fruit. We go back to the hotel. We're just like done with this place. We're like, dude, Tagaytay is beautiful, but like, we're just so annoyed because we're hungry and we're looking off of these restaurants, and these restaurants don't want to serve you, but they insist on staying open. It's like, then close. Just don't take that out on your customers. So, anyway, we get our food, whatever. It's so windy in Tagaytay, which makes sense because look at it. And it's like, throughout the night, you know? Anyway, great time there. I actually enjoyed that. The wind. Dude, the hotel had the same problem. Hotel's like, oh yeah, we're fully booked. There's no one else in this hotel, dude. Like, I freaking blew up the toilet with poo, and we had to like unclog it, right? And there's only like 2 staff there, and like they unclog. I mean, bless their souls, they're working hard, you know. Like they actually did tend to us, but then like they move us rooms because they can't unclog our toilet. And I'm just like, okay, how did you guys move us so fast? I know you guys don't have other customers here. Like, there were no other cars outside the parking lot. You moved us rooms immediately just when the toilet clogged. You couldn't unclog it. I'm like, dude, come on, guys. Like, I love you guys, but come on. Anyway, the next day, my mom gets cooked in like some sinigang soup for like a jacuzzi thing. I spent a lot of time in Tagaytay just on Blender because there wasn't much for us to do apart. I kind of just wanted to too, you know? It just felt like it was right at that time. It was beautiful scenery. It was a blessing to be able to work with that kind of scenery around. All of this leading up to Sky Ranch, which was freaking cool. My sister, my mom, and I went to Sky Ranch. I won't say too much on that. Just look at this. Just, I think I talked about it before. Just the freaking scenery of just like a carnival in the sky, like Jordan McKnight. Just happy, masaya ng people. Oh yeah, Tagalog. Masaya ng tao everywhere. Ferris wheels, midway games, little tiny little roller coasters, little thrill rides, and then if you look over the side, you're gonna see the ocean already. Even though it's like you're super high up on a mountain, but the ocean's right there because everywhere's an island in the Philippines. You're higher than the clouds. You see like a volcano in the distance that hasn't erupted in who knows how long. You're surrounded with all these midway games, but also with like this great view from this high mountain above the clouds. You can see the ocean. There's like carnival music, people laughing, and in the skyline you're gonna see someone zip lining across, and it was like heaven, dude. It was a great scenery. We rode some horses. Check it out. This is like Yehleen's like ridiculously good on this thing. I have a video somewhere, but I can't. I'll upload it another time. But I'm awful at this caballo, at this horse thing. And then later that night, dude, after my mom got some buko pie she bought some buko pie from like the street vendors or whatever. I'm not really into buko, not my thing, buko pie especially. But we ate at Antonio's, which was like, dude, to die for. It's like another great Filipino restaurant where they just like really understood the spirit of these dishes. They had a hybrid of sinigang and bulalo, which bulalo is like it's like a Filipino soup made from like I think like the broth is like pork bone, some kind of bone from a pig, and then they make that broth, and Tagaytay is like famous for that, and so they mix that with sinigang. Sinigang is like my favorite Filipino soup, and it was amazing. It was like it was like a hot and sour soup, which I don't find very often in Philippines. Usually just sour, but it was like hot and sour. They had pusit, and like the beef stick there, the beef stick adobo was freaking amazing. It was like a dream beef stick. It was like, or beef stick Tagalog, my bad. It was like a dream beef stick. It was like the right tenderness. It is like sour, just enough with the sour. The onions were like perfectly cooked. It was like perfectly tender. It wasn't too much portions. The rice was great. Oh my gosh, great dinner at Antonio's. Highly recommended Tagaytay. I mean, I don't know how many the heck of you are gonna go to that specific place, but out of all the places in Tagaytay, I know they all sounded so good, right? One of them smelling like a bathroom, but this was like amazing. It was like the complete polar opposite. Malaking restaurant, dude, with like classic Filipino decorations. It was called like The House in Visayan, I think. Not those little words, but like the name of it was the word house, or like home in Bisaya. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think. The next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Well, the next day, my dad went ahead and he copied mother's sinigang bath, and he had one of his own. Meantime, I got more time on Blender, and so we ate at another restaurant on the way back, I think, which was like pretty good. Anyway, we went off to Manila after that. Yeah, we checked out some of the metropolitan areas in Tagaytay too. There was like there was an SM there. Walked around the SM, didn't really buy anything, just kind of checked it out. It's kind of cool, you know, pasyal lang. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, none. Not too much, because there wasn't much family, but it was plenty dense in terms of just like reflecting around the area with my pops, my moms, my sister, and Uncle June. Shout out Uncle June. Shout out the family. Shout out Antonio. Shout out Sky Ranch. Shout out the Thanos that was there, the Thanos thing, the thing that we thought was Groot but not Groot. It was a great time. I adored being at the Sky Ranch, just bonding. I guess I didn't really talk too much about what happened here since then, but I guess I kind of just showed you. Well, beside the body map stuff, the body map update that took like 30 minutes just now, had like a great weekend. Got some wings and things. Hung out with my kuya, my C-star, Danie, and we watched The Vigil. The Vigil is a great movie, man. We talk a lot about horror movies and their rights and their wrongs, what they do right and how they've been really failing these last few generations. The Vigil was a good one. It's not so in your face with all the jump out scares. It's creepy. It did a good job of like remaining subtle. The villain, or whatever you want to call it, was subtle the entire way through. While the overall, all of the little trickeries, all of the... Yeah, that stuff. I was a character in there, didn't you know? All of the little tricks and all of the little like psychological horror parts were just freaking on point. The psychological horror side of that movie were just so on point. Highly recommend The Vigil. It came out like 2022, 2021 or something. Highly recommend if you're into psychological horror. And if you're looking for like a movie that doesn't rely on jump scares. There were jump scares, but a lot of it was just like, oh my gosh, oh, there's a lot of like, oh, shoot, that's creepy. Or like, no. Yeah, there's just like a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, what? I can't believe they did that. It's just like, it takes balls to do some of those moves, but like, they're not even complicated like camera tricks or anything. It's just like, it's just simple, just like redirections and simple like, like unexpected, like people who know things that they should not know, or little people saying things that they shouldn't say. That kind of stuff. Just genuinely creepy. I enjoyed The Vigil. Yeah, dude. Not much to report beside that. Just, you guys have been seeing the stories, the Instagram stories, the Facebook stories. So just been keeping my head low, keeping my head down to the grind, my nose in these books, and slowly becoming a cyborg. Just downloading the entire internet into my brain. People are like, have you used ChatGPT yet? I'm like, dude, I'm the guy who's going to fix ChatGPT when everybody else's brains atrophy from being dependent on ChatGPT. Get off me, son. It's been good. It's been fun. Actually, like, it's never been more fun doing what I've been doing since I was a kid, which is like computers and stuff. But I've never had more fun doing it than now. I'm thankful for everything. Thank you guys for checking out this vlog, number 20, on the Herb and Peach channel. My name is Herbie. Next time, we'll see you next time where we talk about Manila and Baraka. Have a great day. Thank you for coming through. Mabuhay. Ingat ka palagi. My name is Herbie. This is the Herb and Peach channel. This is vlog number 20. See you guys next time. Holy crap. That was rough.